Hello everyone, going to show you how I built this AI system for scraping TikTok for influencers, for a campaign for finding influencers to work with to promote your products. So you can see here I've already scraped over 11,000 individuals, and I also have a different tool which goes and sends direct messages to them to ask for their quotes so that I can make this entire thing automated so I don't have to spend all day, reaching out to people, finding leads. But instead I can just set the criteria of who I want to find and then have the scraper go in, search TikTok and pull those profiles to make it much easier for me, and then save it to a database where I can then reach out to those individuals. So here there's a keyword queue of the words that I want to focus on. So it goes into TikTok, searches these words, finds followers between a certain minimum and a certain maximum between 10,000 and 550,000. Let's say that's what I'm doing for my campaign. And then there's certain keywords I want to target. So let's say I'm doing fitness and I want to find people who do fitness at home. So I'm going to look for online personal trainers, and I have 50 keywords here. And then I'm just going to start the tool searching. And I have an agent supervisor, which is watching over the scraper to address any issues if they come up. So this is called a watchdog, which is basically just looking over at the process and seeing if anything goes wrong and jumping in where it's needed. It allows you to have better reliability and address issues that come up without having to spend tokens constantly running the whole process. So this entire process is efficient in the way that it's created because it's mostly just code executing on a repeatable basis, but the agent is there watching when something goes wrong so they can fix it as needed. So you can see here it's going through TikTok. It's looked up the hashtag for online personal trainer. It's going to scrape all of these profiles, and then it's going to go through each of them, see if they qualify based on my conditions, and put those into a list, and then go into each of them and extract their contact information so that I can reach out to them. And it's also going to search for the videos and top performing videos by these keywords. So you can see that happening right here. Okay, so right here you can see it going through the profiles and then collecting their information to see if they fall in the range, and then collecting any emails or contact information in their bio so that I can then reach out to them. So you can see I'm not touching anything, it's going through. The watchdog is looking over at this, making sure that everything is on track, and if there's any issue, I'll go ahead and fix that. And then here you can see that all of the results get saved to a database where it can store all of that information, and then I can build up an entire database of potential customers or influencers, depending on what you're looking for, so you can then promote your products. And this is a great way to do it. So really good system that was personalized to my needs, and this could be, again, personalized for anybody's needs. If you run your business differently, if you're looking for a specific type of audience on TikTok, or if you have a completely different application or a different social media platform, this entire system can be replicated, adjusted based on that. And then a separate tool that I have here is going to be the DM sender. So I just give it a list of profiles. These could be the ones that I scrape, put in a message that I want to send, and then put a list of the individuals that I want to send DMs to, and it will go into TikTok, log into my account, and then send each of them a message. For my case, it might be, hey, I love your content. Would you be able to give me a rate for how much you charge to do promotional videos? And then that way I can send that out, and then once they reply, follow up with them personally. So really quick here, overview of how it's organized. We have it broken out into a folder system with different tools and instructions within the folders that allow the agent to go and do these scrapes. It lets me to find exactly how I want it to work, the exact scripts so that they continue to repeat exactly as needed, and all the information the agent needs to be able to perform this type of scraping work. And this could be expanded to as much as you want to do. It's just a matter of what you're looking to accomplish. But you can see I'll go through it right here. We have some scripts, and the overall distribution, generally like a rule of thumb to follow, is around 60% of your folder system you want to be related to scripts. These are code that executes the same way every single time. Around 30% of your entire structure of your folder system should be related to orchestration. So instructions for how you want the agent to navigate your folders, how you want it to run with other agents, how you want it to interact with them, things like that. And then lastly is going to be 10% is actually the AI doing, generating output. So you're narrowing it down to what the specific things that you want it to do well. That way it can focus on those areas, and then you provide all of the instructions, the infrastructure, the structure around the agent so that it can then do more useful work and actually accomplish meaningful results. Whereas, if you let it do everything, it's likely to hallucinate, it's going to not know what to do, and it's going to use up a lot of context figuring it out. But if you provide that scaffolding around the agent, that makes it very easy for it to jump right into useful work, you'll be able to consistently produce results that you're happy with. So hopefully that gives you a clear idea of what this type of system looks like at a high level. I'm going to provide the files for this as well, so if you'd like to jump right into customizing it, using it for yourself, you'll be able to do that, and you can explore the details of the folder system. So thanks for watching, and please let me know if you need any help with anything. I'm happy to take one-on-one calls to answer any questions, look at your system, and help you customize it for your needs. So thanks for